and I have Max here with me to commentate. So I don't know if Max is here, but Bobby abandoned us. We do have Max whenever he's done eating his lemon
Don't
chicken with kale.
don't sound too excited.
I was just saying Bobby abandoned us.
Hmm.
I didn't know you were here. So I was like, I was like, wait, is he even back? Freaking freezing. Anyone that's watching, if you have any suggestions of what I could eat for dinner, that'd be great. Please and thank you. Thought you were done for today. Hey, look, dog. I can be done if you want me to be done. What are you trying to get the people what they want? I haven't seen Broly all day. Sleep for dinner, my favorite. I love sleep for dinner.
Show as gifted as beer is because he always flips unison.
But he was
It's
he was complaining in our game. He was like, oh my god," every time. And I'm like, "How many instances do you have?" He's like 10, and I'm like, "Huh, weird." The Carnegate's good. That kind of hurt me. I honestly forgot cracking space time existed too, which probably almost hurt me.
that kind of gets very good in this deck. I mean, obviously you fill your warp up pretty easily, so there's no
Yeah.
reason not to play a premium negate that could just wipe an SCR or anything else that's in the way like a Z card.
All right. So we see him charge to get rid of the crowns because he feels they're not necessary in the matchup. Funnily enough, Flight of the Grand Eagle is actually kind of good in this matchup, right? Just because if he does go for what we just said, that Kraken space time leader swing, you can at least be based 100K to dissuade him from doing it. So
Curious as to how many copies that Will is playing because it tends to be a one of card in most decks, but maybe it's two. Maybe he's just more big brain than we are. Who knows? But
for sure, I do think in this deck you can kind of get away with it being two because you have a lot of 30Ks that sit on the board, right? Just be in a bridge turn because having barrier. So
for
probably
sure,
makes a little bit
for
more
sure.
sense to have the two to back. I don't know, Asimu. We are technically done, but like they wanted to play, so we figured, well, we're already sitting here, so we might as well keep it going for a little bit. I don't know. This might end up being just a one and done thing, or honestly, you're gonna let the universe guide us on this one. But we're here for now. So this is the crit Goku Black. I actually really hate this card because like it's 20K crit on turn one or two, and it's like, how am I supposed to out combo 20K? Super combos aren't live, and you kind of just end up always taking it. And
It's super combo. That's just very unfortunate. But
yeah,
at the same time, the Broly deck 9 times out of 10, I don't think really cares if it gets crit this earlier. Unfortunately, it was a super combo, but everything in that drop becomes an auto in this deck or some kind of negability or restand. So more cards in the
man,
drop, the better.
I think this also fuels his awaken. Technically,
Yes,
not that it needs any help to do it, but that's. I just don't want to be critted for 20K. I want like yeah. So I played B a few times playing this deck. I don't know how other people were playing it, but I didn't really see. But he was being really aggressive on this turn two, going first. He seems to really benefit from it. It felt like where he could kind of get 3 to 4 swings in that turn cycle, which was kind of impressive. I guess it depends on what you warp mill, but it was definitely interesting to see the deck be able to kind of put out that much aggression, just being able to play these unisons from the warp,
well,
and then he was free playing another one, and then free playing another one. I don't know if that's
I, I
correct, but
I do think it's correct, and that's the way you're supposed to play it. That's the way I've been playing it as well. Only because you don't want to go super long with this deck, unfortunately, because you start running
yeah,
out of gas. Because eventually you start losing unisons and warp, and you only have so many after a while. But end of the day, this deck really is just a unison dot aggro deck because you're doing that volley of unisons, getting back to your warp with your overwhelm. So you want to keep pushing and get the benefit of each effect, and then just keep replacing them. You don't
Right.
want to sit around and do nothing,
Yeah, it
especially
makes a
against
lot of sense.
this. Against this Broly deck, I'm dead sooner rather
Yeah,
than later. Because
right.
for some reason, this red deck, the longer the game goes, the better it gets. Because they can start doubling it up on all their 2 energy big threats, and then they have too many cards in drop, and all of a sudden you're staring down 10 swings off of 8 drop multiple awakenings, Broly,
Yeah.
with
And you're
barrier
like
no less.
with barrier, right? Yeah. So no, you're right. It's one of the rare decks that definitely benefits from the game being elongated. And that tends to be red, right? The longer the game goes on, the better it gets because now it can actually use the energy instead of being limited in what it can do in a turn. So I do agree. Be as aggressive as you can. And we see it here, right? He swing to a 10K leader, make these hits hurt. He already has Broly down to 4. Arguably, he just chose to take them anyway, just to turn on his super combos. But now we see him going down to 3. So I guess he couldn't awaken either, right? He didn't want to combo. I think that's a 20K swing on that unison, right? Or is that
No, it's a
15?
50. It should be a 15K, I believe, as I recall.
Yeah.
That's just the dual attacker.
And
Yeah,
so here we
just keep grinding him down here and try to force him to use the awaken. That way he doesn't plus off of using the leader front side.
right.
There's a world where Will probably should have started calming out of a couple of these swings, to be honest. But
For sure. Yeah, yeah.
because again, like we said, in the day, all those cards in drop are now some form of combo power or removal.
And also, if he would have comboed, he would have had cards and drop, and he would have been able to awaken to then not have to go down to 3, right? To or get out some of these things a little bit easier. But here we see B putting a super combo, throwing a super combo down. Was this a 10K swing, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or 5? I think it's 10, right? You could plus make it 5, give it 5,
Now
or is he just
it
5?
might get. I can't remember. I have to double check. A lot of the times, these 5Ks Amasus end up just being combo fodder. So
Right.
it's not often you see him swing. But if you have a super combo, you may as well. Especially now that Will's in a position where he's forced to awaken and probably has to combo when he doesn't want to.
Right.
He's losing a lot of potential advantage here.
Hey guys in chat, I'm still waiting for suggestions of what to eat. So far, we have sleep and lemon chicken with kale.
My favorite.
So, if anyone else wants to add to the list,
My
basically,
absolute favorite.
what's going to happen is you're going to give me suggestions, and then I'm going to say no to all of them. But it's nice to hear. So,
I've been at 1,800 calories for the last 3 to 4 days. And
mhm.
tomorrow I will be treating myself to some burgers on Kaiser rolls.
Okay, okay.
I will be making them nice and juicy.
Mm.
Homemade, of
Okay.
course. Homemade.
Homemade. Okay.
I looked up a recipe for like some gourmet burgers, so I'm gonna try to
Oh,
replicate. We'll see if it
with the
works.
ground beef. Okay, okay. From scratch. Okay, okay.
From scratch. From
Okay.
scratch. Gonna tenderize it myself.
No pun
Might
intended,
even
but
kill the cow myself too.
one might
As a
say he's out here cooking. but I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Had to stop my moment. I had to take it. So,
I'm not really sure what the Broly deck does at this point. You just gotta turtle up behind an E dance probably and hope for the best.
which is one benefit, right? That this deck doesn't do a really great job at swinging through E-Dance. It doesn't have the cards
No,
in
it does
hand
not.
to afford to want to just combo. Obviously, you do if you do it, we must, but it's not a deck that Z charges very well. They're all they're really just unison. So you do have bigger swings, but you have 25Ks and stuff, but it's just not efficient, right? It's so taxing
I am
already.
a firm believer that E dance low key kind of sucks. But against this matchup specifically and blue decks, it's like a home run.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that's one thing I like about Cooler is that you tend to get a lot of Z energy in that deck just because of the
Well,
six
yeah,
drop.
it's
Only with
all
the six
your
drop. Mm,
not even just the 6 drop. All your cards in your deck are 15K hitters, and it's not like a traditional blue deck where you're living off of a bunch of extra cards. It's everything is just tacked onto a body,
right.
which is nice.
Clearly everyone hates me. No one wants me to eat, so it's cool. Um, so we see him play the blocker, barrier blocker, Broly. No, it's not barrier. It is a blocker, and it does have game barrier, or it has. It's been given blocker. Very slower turn, but it's really is only his turn two as a red deck. So I think just as Max alluded to, he's probably just gonna lead with the dance, right? Get a little blocker going, have the dance just to be able to kind of help bridge his turn. Has barrier, so one of these swings will be pointless or useless
Or
into
I
the
just
blocker.
swing with the unison that's on board and see if he dances right here, right now.
For sure. Don't waste the leader swing, right?
Correct. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, so he's
He
going
does
to just.
not like this
All
blocker.
right. I think I would have swung with unison first, right? Just because like he's not going to block the unison swing,
Nah,
and if
he
he
would have
blocks, then he's
definitely.
not dancing. So,
But
and now your comer gets danced.
one less thing in the way. It's okay. To be fair, though, doing it this way, it means he has Z energy still for 2 swings. Well, one more swing and then leader swing.
Right.
Not really sure it makes a difference which way he sequences it, but this is fine too. Just getting the
Ow.
block out of the way is important, especially with him at 3 life. Just nuking the blockers, pretty cool. Will seems to be deep
Yeah.
in the tank for some reason. I'm a little concerned that he doesn't have an E dance in hand now.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about playing the Goku, the or the Broly that gets him the infinite or 30K plus 30K combo here.
Yeah, but he only
Um,
has what, like, four? Oh, he took it.
okay, I'm
Interesting.
very okay.
Interesting.
This might be a fast game, guys. I mean, this is the strategy, right? You said it yourself. You kind of just got to kind of swing, turn your card sideways against this. You don't want Broly to get to turn three and four. All right,
Yeah,
turn
walk
four
him
is
down,
pretty
brother.
scary.
Walk him
So
down.
sometimes you got to run through a mother effort's faces, right? So, and we see B doing just that, sitting pretty at 5 life. But let's be real. I mean, Broly can next turn if the
Yeah,
turn bridges, he can just
his
slam the Broly
mo-
multiple awakenings and swing 5 times with barrier and walk him
for
down,
sure,
and that
for
5 life
sure.
means absolutely nothing. So,
And Will does have quite the grip right now, so
no, just has to worry about getting through this turn here, and maybe he just doesn't care.
tenacious. He's got tenacious? Question mark.
Tenacious, yeah, tenacious would be a good bridge here. Well,
Yep.
okay, so then now he doesn't have to worry about getting walked down. That's cool, or counter walked, but
I just want to know what's in Will's head. Oh, there we go.
yeah,
There it
there
is.
it is.
Plus 15. Or good. We're doing it, dead.
I just don't know why he didn't do that on
Just
the last swing. Realistically,
he only has one though. That's interesting.
oh, I guess that's what his issue was. He doesn't have enough cards in his drop. Again, as Max said in the beginning, right? That he should have at least comboed here or there in that
Yeah, yeah.
last
I
turn
think
just to feel the drop.
2 combos just to get out and stay at either 4 or 5 would have been the ideal move in my humble opinion.
Because now you make your testings irrelevant, right? So you don't get your negates there. You are at two, so like almost everything is lethally scary. if he swings with leader, leader's always a threat because he might have the crack in space time.
Or
You're
he just
playing
plays
around
as a
too
monster
much.
unison and it doesn't
Mm,
matter.
right.
Or if it just has crack right now and just says, I'm going for it.
Oh, yes, crack is over, right?
Maybe. I don't know. He's got a lot.
Nah,
Will's
he
got a
does
lot of
have a
cards in
good.
hand, yeah. But, beer being beer, I wouldn't be surprised if he had saw crack and said, I'm dumping, which technically is incorrect. So
It's funny if he didn't charge the crack on turn one, he would have it here. So I wonder if he
potentially, potentially.
just figured, you know what, I didn't need it, and it was a dead card that early in the game, and I'll find another one. But I would actually hold on to that card, right? Because you don't, like you said, you don't. The leader doesn't draw, and you're warping from the top of your deck. So like, you kind of want to keep these unique cards in your hand like that, just because it's not like you really have much of an opportunity or chance to find more of them, or they just can get milled off the top anyway. So I am surprised at that charge. Not to say Crack would have won him the game here. It's just the idea of just holding on to it.
Would have been a lot of pressure if would have gotten a lot of cards in his hand, and then he probably wouldn't have been able to kill him. To be
Right.
fair, I don't hate it.
Guess it depends
Beer
how many
has
unison.
almost no hand size though.
You know,
And
there's no
I
hand
don't know if he
for
has enough unisons to facilitate this. It's probably why he played the Tenacious for protection. Try again
it.
next turn.
Right. See you next year. I really don't know what to eat. I don't want to pay for delivery. I had Chipotle yesterday. It didn't really hit the spot. Food. So we see Will get his turn back. He's under Tenacious. Um,
He's under Tenacious, and I
yeah,
know from Beer peeking his hand out a little bit, you could see it. He had a petrification in hand as well, so he's pretty well insulated here.
yeah. But he also has three cards in his hand, or two, or three, I think.
I believe it's
And so
three. I believe it's
if he
three,
does,
but he can take a couple hits and just take the turn back.
heads up play by Will here would be swing with that, play the 8 drop, the SR, um, swing into that petrification on purpose, and then pass turn, and just that be his turn back with one card in hand. I would, or do I lie? Swing at unison, right? Get the unison off the board, but just don't give him any more life. You don't need to kill him this turn. You're winning
But
in cards in hand.
He can petrify regardless of what he swings at. But
Well, no, you
uh,
force the petrification, right? And then now he has one card in hand, and then you swing the
yeah,
rest at unison and go about your day and don't give him any cards from his life. And then now
very true, very true.
he's forced to play the game with two cards, one card in hand, and what he draws. And
I wish
what
we could
else
get
can
a
he do?
unison count because he's been flipping over a
Well,
lot of cards.
so, and this is why you just throw it at unison, right? That way he can't get the activate battle there. And I don't know, you just kind of cripple him where he kind of tried to shotgun you down, and now you stabilize. But we see Will is deep in the think tank here. Sure, he won't make that line, but I would definitely try to bait this petrification just to get the -2. I don't care if they petrify my Broly. So Will has 11 cards in hand to Beast 3. I'm pretty sure it might be one soon. I don't. Up? Is he doing it? He's doing. Wait, that's not the Barrett. That's
A
not the
drop.
one.
That's the A drop.
That's the other one. Does that do any? That was a draw and swing, right, or something? No.
There's the
There it is.
petrification.
The
Yep.
petrification. I would just swing leader at unison. Don't give him a card. Yep, there it is. Oh, well, that is not it. Okay, all right. Spoiler alert. That wasn't it. I wonder why he petrified there. Does this guy?
Because the empower effect, he wants his unison at, I want to say, at least two markers going into his next turn. Maybe two is okay, but For one is okay, but you want the empower effect, especially if he has this Masu, and just play
Oh
that
my god.
unison volley.
So we have Will, I guess, changing his target of the swing to Cumber instead of Unison. I see what you're saying. Just try to get the Unison to bridge turn.
Interesting. He did attack him.
He ends up attacking him after all. So yeah, what Max is saying is correct. He petrified because he was trying to protect the Unison to bridge, and it would get the two markers. But now Will decided, you know what? I'm just going to swing at face and give you these cards, which I kind of just don't agree with. Right? I think you could have waited one more turn to do this line, and even if he got the Unison next turn and bridge with it, he had one card in hand. So what is he really going to do with that?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one.
Don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I'm not in love with it.
Same.
Will does have two energy technically, but if he dances on one of Beer's swings and then Beer gets swings again, he might be forced to testing because of the threat of double strike.
Right. So here you go. You see the swap
Oh, he's
out,
doing the thing.
which then, what is it, one marker? Three? Oh, empower, right?
Hour two, and then it comes into play with a marker.
He passed his turn. Yeah, see, you just gave him two cards for no reason and made him not use the petrification, which now he has the petrification for next turn. I would have just went with the original
Well,
line.
if there is an extra.
If there is an next turn. Facts. Major facts. I got faith. I trust the process of something.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
I
Oh,
trust
there goes on
someone's
the super
process.
combo. That is unfortunate.
So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand.
He needs to get an
Well,
overwhelm here of some kind. Not the tenacious you can see in his hands.
not
But he needs
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That way he can get more combo power into his warp. Because he's got a pretty decent amount of unisons. Or if he has
Like
the battle card.
tap tapping two for Zamasu, which at least let them send over some unisons here. So it's essentially like an overwhelm, right?
To a certain degree. I'm just not in love with this card. I've been testing it, and tapping 2 energy for this just never feels good. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of felt the
I get
same
the
way as
need for it to fix your drop, but two was a lot. Two is definitely a lot.
I can see that for sure. It does ignore barrier, right? That one's the barrier removal.
It does ignore barrier, yes.
That's cool,
So you need at least one somewhere in your list, but
right?
force an E dance if he has it. Oh god. Oh Will. Oh Will.
The deep thinks are crazy here with these E dances to the point where I'm just convinced he doesn't have it ever.
Feels like
You see, your opponent doesn't have the Z energy, right? So I think he would. If you have it, you slam it, but he doesn't have it. I mean, but right, just because you have 11 cards in your hand doesn't mean the card you need in your hand. So
yeah. I imagine he probably should have saved this bear removal for this 4 drop. I'm not sure why he didn't just lead with a unison swing.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Trying to remember. Oh, he's playing the Zamasu SCR. Do you know if he milled the SCR? Did you catch that by chance?
He has not milled it yet, no.
Mm. I think Will's gonna get to his next turn here. Unfortunately, I just don't see a lot of pressure coming from
Well,
B here.
the 7 drop hasn't attacked a second time yet, so because he can restand it,
Right.
and then he still has 2 energy to play with. So if he really wants to try to push, he can play 2 more. That's interesting though. He's going into a little baby bopper Zamasu.
I think he's gonna put his straw card here. Oh no. Okay, well he hit a unison, so overround basically counts as 2 more unisons. Maybe his SCR's here. Oh, interesting. Interesting to not warp the unison there. Unless he just doesn't have one in hand.
I don't
But
think he needs his SCR in this moment, to be honest. It'd be cool, but just the individual pressure swings are
it's
pretty
just
tough.
that he warped a battle card there, which ideally you want to get all your unisons out your hand, right? When you play the trunks. But maybe he just doesn't have them.
That's fine. He's just applying pressure, getting more unisons in his warp. It's all gone. And it's pretty stacked. If he has crack here, that'd be pretty cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Oh,
super combo.
that's one super combo not in his hand. Oh,
Oh,
he's tapping one.
there's three
There
in
it
his warp
is.
now. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
I was waiting for. And he can act battle to replace this unison with the plus 10k unison if he feels the need to. I'm
Tapping
not sure.
one
Not
to
sure
play
why.
the
There it is.
beam
Yep.
unison.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Or
one.
plus 10 unison.
It's plus 10. It's plus 10. So it'll be 30, 40k base. So 50 right now.
Oh, it's making space.
55, 60, 65, 70, 75,
Oh God. Oh God. There's so
85,
many
95,
units.
100, 110, 115 if I can do my math right. It's hard to tell since he
So
stacked it all up at once, but
crack is plus
30, 40, he has 50 right now with what's showing.
okay. So I got 50,
60,
60,
70,
70,
80,
80,
90,
90,
100,
100,
110, 115. Yep,
20.
I was correct.
Oh, 15. Okay.
115.
Jaguar gain 15.
Good card. Good card.
Puts him at base 30. I mean, we've seen Broly get to these combo numbers pretty easily, so let's
Oh,
see
for
if we can do
sure.
it on
But he
defense.
also has the Z extra, so
Right. And he does have the Z to pop the energy for it, so he gains an
correct.
additional 5, I think, or I don't know if it's worth it. But
25. I think it's 25. It's minus 25. Or is it plus
it's
25?
I know it's minus 20. Is it minus 25 plus 15?
I think so.
Maybe. But he opted to just go for the plus 10 instead.
It's interesting.
Have we ever seen? Here's the top one for demonic playtime, which is plus, I think, 10. So he does have supers, or maybe he just drew one.
3 floating around somewhere. Well, 2 more anyway, but
I'd imagine he just drew it off of the demonic, or he would have.
he ain't got it. Unless
Those are the extras.
he just drew his E dance. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a close one. There goes B digging through his deck to look for more cards that he didn't need. So, classic B behavior. Wins the game and says, I didn't draw this.